Consider the woman of worth in Proverbs 31. She's a mother, a wife, a shrewd businesswoman, a kind and loving leader in her community. She weaves, she spins, she sews, she serves her family and those in need. Yeah, we know she gets up before dawn, but my goodness, how does she do all this? I'm Melanie Rigney, the author of Woman of Worth, Prayers and Reflections for Women, inspired by the Book of Proverbs. The woman of worth has been seen as an almost impossible standard for centuries. We regard her as the same today, and yet there are bits and pieces of her in all of us. In these videos, I'll take a brief look at the verses in Proverbs 31 and explain how we can become closer to the Lord by following her example. She girds herself with strength. She exerts her arms with vigor. Proverbs 31:17 tells us. We get our strength from a lot of places. Time at the gym or in our favorite non-couch potato sport. Running, hiking, swimming, chasing after the kids or the grandkids. Physical activity can help ward off all sorts of ailments, and it benefits us mentally and emotionally too. Our faith benefits from a good workout as well. When we go through the motions at Mass or limit our prayer lives to a litany of complaints, questions, and directives just before we go to sleep, we become flabby. We miss out on the benefits offered by studying Scripture, sacred tradition, and written works. We miss out on the growth we can experience by engaging in new ministries. Is it a surprise that the vigor of the woman of worth's arms is called out in Proverbs? I don't think so. There's a physical robustness to the practice of our faith. We see it at Mass when we strike our breasts to confess our faults, kneel during the consecration, encounter each other during the sign of peace, and come forward to receive the Eucharist. Vigor is also a requirement in the way we do service. Holding a child, carrying groceries for a food pantry customer, shoveling snow for a neighbor, hugging a grieving friend. When we exert our arms with vigor as women of worth, we find Jesus waiting to hug us. To learn more about embracing God and the woman of worth He sees in you, please check out the other videos in this series, or consider buying Woman of Worth, Prayers and Reflections for Women inspired by the Book of Proverbs at your favorite local or online bookstore or at www.23rdpublications.com.